Despite their loss to the Bengals on Sunday at 6-6 on the season, the Ravens hold the best chance to win the division at 61% according to our analytics. But the Bengals are kind of coming, it looks like. The Steelers are still tied with the Ravens there at the top. Do you think there are any true contenders in that division, in the AFC North, Damien Woody?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I mean, listen, let's talk about the two teams at the top of the division, the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Did anyone watch Baltimore against Cincinnati? The fact that, first of all, Lamar Jackson's not healthy.
No.
Lamar Jackson is not healthy. When Lamar Jackson doesn't utilize his legs, that's a critical part to the Baltimore Ravens offense, okay? And when he's compromised, the whole team is compromised. On top of that, turn the ball over. And Joe Burrow being out for nine straight games, in his first game out, and comes out and shreds Baltimore's defense, I'm sorry. There's nothing I can do with Baltimore. And yesterday with Pittsburgh, you're playing at home. The Buffalo Bills are down 2 starting offensive tackles, and the Buffalo Bills ran roughshod all over your defense. Aaron Rodgers looks like an old man out there, doesn't have any weapons. I don't even know. Why did you even trade for DK Metcalf? DK Metcalf, it does nothing for Pittsburgh right now. And so when I look at both of these teams, contending for what? Contending to go to Cancun? Because that's the only thing that I'm seeing from either one of these organizations. No, there's nothing coming out of the AFC North.
Damien, you're wrong, brother. And I'm going to tell you why. It's unfortunate that we have certain expectations and passes and sweeping this under the rug that we don't have for everybody. All game changers should have the same prerequisite of expectation. Matthew Stafford doesn't have an ideal Matthew Stafford type of game. And then what do we say? Oh, man, that's just a bad game. That was Stephen Anthony's response. Well, for me, has Lamar Jackson been healthy? Who knows? But I don't expect that Lamar Jackson to keep playing the way this Lamar Jackson has been playing the last couple of weeks, okay? Once he figures that out, then the Baltimore Ravens is off. Now, is it ideal? Is it something that we're used to them playing like? No! But to say that they're not a contender? Oh, come on now. We know who Lamar Jackson is. We know what the Baltimore Ravens are. We know who Derrick Henry is. All these, they have the pieces. It's just about performing. And once they decide to perform in unison, playing complementary football in all 3 phases, then we'll have a very clear-cut dynamic in the AFC North.
Okay, so you think the Ravens could be a contender? Stephen A.?
Well, yeah, I agree with Cam, but let me throw out this scenario. Is there any possible way over the last 5 games of the season that the Bengals can sneak into the mix? Mm-hmm. Because we know that Baltimore and the Steelers are fully capable of losing a couple of more games. Cincinnati's only a couple of games behind them. Who knows what the hell could happen? And here's the thing. It's not about Cincinnati and them scoring, because we know when Joe Burrow's in a lineup with Jamar Chase, they're going to put up some points. They didn't even have T. Higgins last week. But if this defense is holding people like it held Baltimore to 14 points, and let's just say they hold you to under 20 or 25 points a game, can this offense make that kind of noise? I don't think we can summarily dismiss Cincinnati. And I'm certainly not going to summarily dismiss Lamar Jackson in a one-and-done scenario, as electrifying as he is. He is not healthy. He does not look like himself. Woody is absolutely right, but that doesn't mean that it can't get better as the season continues to progress. Who knows?
For the Bengals, it was the fewest points allowed in a game so far this season. And to his point, now they have Joe Burrow. Now this defense looks like it's coming along. You're going to rule out the Bengals. It looks like everyone's ruled out the Steelers, but you're going to rule out the Bengals? Yeah. Who wants to play the Bengals if they're healthy?
I'll say this about the Pittsburgh Steelers. And everybody says the Aaron Rodgers situation, he's looked old. Well, Aaron Rodgers didn't sign up for what he's having to deal with in Pittsburgh. Mm-hmm. The offensive line, inability to create separation with the receiver position. Like you said, DK Metcalf has yet to show why he is even there. Yeah. And here we are in the 4th quarter, or about to approach the 4th quarter of the season. So for that alone, we know who Aaron Rodgers is. From the quarterback football one-on-one dynamic, he's the let me see what the defense gives me, and I'm going to make my checks. Some of those checks comes at the final second, and you have to be equipped and have that type of understanding of the game with a quarterback like that. When you don't have that, or you're not really watching for the signs, signals, so to speak, it does impact performance. So those are the type of things that Aaron Rodgers is looking at. It's like, yo, we're not good. And on top of that, we're not executing. That's a double whammy.
The only intriguing team in the AFC North is the Cincinnati Bengals. Why? Because they can score with anybody. When they're healthy with Joe Burrow, they can score with anybody. And when you're able to score points in this league, you can compete with anybody. So for me, the Cincinnati Bengals is the only team in that division.
They ran 80 offensive plays, and they didn't even have T. Higgins. Imagine if they get T. Higgins back, okay? We'll see what happens. Huge win in the AFC South, defeating the Colts 20-16 in Indy on Sunday. After starting the season 7-1, Indy has now lost 3 out of their last 4 games. They've fallen out of first place in the AFC South. Jags now hold the tiebreaker. So, Cam, are you still buying those Colts as contenders? What do you think?
I am, and the reason being is because I believe in the talent and the personnel that the Indianapolis Colts have. Now, my biggest question and concern is Jim Bob Cooter, the offensive coordinator for the Indianapolis Colts, and Shane Steichen, the play caller for the Indianapolis Colts, head coach as well. So those guys got to get their guys ready to win these close games, and they haven't been able to do that enough this year heading into the playoffs.
So Jags hold the tiebreaker. The Colts still have to face the Jags twice, and they're in Seattle to face the Seahawks, and they have to play in Texas to play the Texans. Very difficult schedule going forward for the Indianapolis Colts.